Hey, good morning everybody. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Shaving with Chief. I'm the Chief, and this morning we're going to be rocking a soap from one of my favorite soap companies in all of wet shaving, and that's the Noir Er Vanille by Noble Otter. This scent is by far my favorite out of the entire line, and it just smells absolutely phenomenal. It has scent notes of like bergamot, black tea, jasmine, strawberry, and vanilla. And it is just very, very well blended, very, very beautiful. Not to mention Cody perfumes all of his own scents, which I respect and I appreciate a lot. This is definitely one of my top brands. This soap is like $16, $17, and it's a 4-ounce puck, and it's long, long lasting, very, very high quality, great face feel. I can't say enough good things about Noble Otter. I can't wait to use this soap this morning, and I also have the matching splash to pair. For my razor of choice is going to be a new acquisition that I recently got yesterday, and that's my brand new Max Sprecher. This is an 8.8 in the Dark Angel Wing Abalone, and this has the file work on the spine, the inlays right here. These are also Dark Angel Wing Abalone inlays. It's just a beautiful, beautiful razor. This is the Irish point, and this is a quarter hollow. So I actually chose this configuration because I consider this a safer configuration. I got tired of stabbing myself in the face all the time and all that biz. So I think that this is going to be a really, really kind of comfortable, I wouldn't say mindless, but it's going to require a lot less effort than like the 10.8 zoom wall and whatnot. But Max did a very, very stellar job on this. I think these might be my new favorite scales. They're just gorgeous. So that's the razor of choice. And I'm also going to be giving my first impressions on another new acquisition, and that's the Mozingo Brushworks ZT3. I absolutely love this handle, first of all. He called it the Carnage. To me, I'm probably going to call it the Blood Oath or the Blood Pact, I don't know. But he has awesome, awesome pores, and this is a 26 millimeter. And I just want to show you something before I start shaving, okay? So this is a declaration. This is a 28 millimeter. This is a B9 alpha. So as you can tell, the lofts are set very similarly. The hairs are about the same height. But if you take a look at the splay, the 26 millimeter dwarfs the 28 millimeter. It's just a huge, huge knot, very, very densely packed. I've heard great things about it. People are comparing it to Black Eagle, for example. So I've been trying to get me a Black Eagle, and I love Mozingo's knots and handles. He actually hand ties them and sets them in these handles himself, and he hand turns these. So not to mention that these are very, very affordable. If you're familiar with like the artisanal brush game, you'll see like declaration knots. They go from like $280 to over $300. Black Eagles are over $300. For a non-custom Mozingo, this thing runs 200 bucks, which is a steal in my opinion. So I can't wait to use this morning. I'm familiar with the ZT2. I love the ZT2. Hopefully the ZT3 will be comparable to that. So let me go ahead and wet this a little bit, and we'll start loading up. And I'm a little bit rusty on the straight razor skills. I've been doing a lot of DEs and SEs lately. Hopefully this razor will be a little bit easier for me to wield this morning, so we'll see. Given the fact that this is a harder soap and I habitually underload, I think I'm going to be loading for a little bit longer, especially because I'm going to be doing like 2.5 passes with the straight razor. I think maybe like a 35-40 second load will do me just fine. Plus I'm not familiar with this knot, so I don't know if it eats soap. It is a huge, huge knot. Badger knots tend to require a little bit more of a load than synthetics do, so we're getting a nice solid load this morning. But yeah, I'm having a great morning. Yesterday was like the worst day ever. I just a lot of stuff going on at work. Just didn't sleep well. Came home and was relaxing, knocking out some schoolwork, and then I checked my post office box, and I got a brand new Max Sprecher and Mozingo ZT3 in there. And it's just really exciting for me. So I got a pretty awesome load on that thing, and this knot it's just so beautiful. So hopefully it performs well. Let me wet my face and we'll start shaving. Oh, man, I smell the soap already. It's just so lovely. Like when I read the scent notes, I was a little bit concerned about the strawberry, but it's just kind of tucked away in there and just provides like a subtle sweetness. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful scent. If you haven't tried it, I highly suggest it. This is one of the best scents for me in all of wet shaving. Wow. So, wow. Okay, so what I do with my new knots is I immediately condition them. As soon as I open up the box, I usually take it into the shower and I'll shampoo and condition them 1 or 2 times to kind of start the break-in process. And then typically it takes 10 to 20 shaves to really break in a knot and really kind of gauge the performance. So take this for what you will. This is not going to be like a comprehensive review. It definitely takes some time to really break it in and gauge its performance, especially when the margins are so small. But I will tell you already that this thing is comparable in softness to the Declaration B6. So I own a B6 and I love it. It's probably my favorite knot that I own right now. I mean, actually, no question. I love the kind of soft jelly knots. And it is just a phenomenal knot. And I would say this white, while it isn't as jelly, is just as soft as the B6, in my opinion. And I expect it to get even softer with more uses. This knot is massive for a 26. I think in the future, I might jump down to like a 24. There's really no need for me to have that large of a knot, especially with like kind of my facial structure. If I had like a bigger, rounder face, or if I was a head shaver, I might opt for a larger Mozingo knot. When I say larger, I mean like a 26. But for my face structure, being that it's like I have kind of a narrow face, I think I would be more geared towards a 24 millimeter. But yeah, this is awesome soap, awesome brush so far. Very, very comfortable handle. And I think I'm just gonna shave with that. So far, so good. Man, this thing just created a bunch of soap too. Let me go ahead and save some of this for the next pass. Now I just kind of wipe it off and just stick it right on top of the brush like that. Yeah, so to me that's soft. Like I got some kind of feedback talking to some friends, comparing it to the ZT2. Right off the rip, that thing was softer than the ZT2 for me. I don't know if it was because of the ZT2 that I had, but it's definitely softer to me. So, all right. So first pass with the Max Sprecher 8.8. So he actually sends these to you ready to shave. So I did not strop this. This has a thumb notch. I almost didn't get the thumb notch, but then Max reached out to me, told me I should get it because of my hand size and the blade size. So I'm glad I did now that I'm actually holding the razor in my hand. I forgot to mention that this is a Midi. So the cutting edge is 2.5 inches, which is also a lot easier to wield. Somehow I clipped myself up here. It's gonna be a good one. Yeah, you gotta be careful with these straights, man. Like, I get overconfident because it's an Irish point, it's smaller, and I'm just like wielding this thing around, and I end up cutting my eye socket. I don't even know how that's possible. I'm definitely not a straight razor expert by any means. Yeah, I love these fresh Sprecher edges too. Like this thing is sharp. Man, I really cut myself good. I'm gonna look like a badass today. I'm gonna go into work and people are gonna be thinking I got in a fight or something. All right. This thing is so sharp. I've had one straight razor shave in 2 weeks. I really need to get it more consistent. I've just had so many recent acquisitions that I've just been dying to try out, so I haven't been the most consistent with it. I see why these Midis are more popular. So I have 3 different Max Sprechers. One of them has a 2.9 inch cutting edge. The other one has a 2.75. This one's a 2.5. To me, too, like I understand why this is popular and this is Kai's favorite size and everything. It really is very comfortable. It's not intimidating to wield at all. All right, first pass down. This soap is just so nice too. I love it. All right, so back to the Mozingo ZT3. Huge, huge knot. Very, very soft. Maybe I can cover up that cut so we can all just kind of forget about it. Yeah, never happened. Yeah, so I don't understand completely how, I mean, obviously I'm not a brush maker, so I don't really know what goes into making them, what goes into setting the lofts. I know typically a higher loft equals more splay, but I don't really quite understand it because the loft looks the same as the declaration, but it just splays like a beast. Just very, very soft too. I'm really, really surprised on the softness. Like this is the type of face feel that I prefer. All right. If you're wondering why I'm not reviewing the Sprecher, it's because Max is the best. There's no real reason to review it. There's just nothing compares to a Max Sprecher in my eyes. Definitely drank too much coffee this morning. Quite a bit shaky. All right. So I don't know about you, but my favorite pass by far is that across the grain. It just feels so good. To me, it's the easiest pass to accomplish. And it's just so rewarding. Like I get like the maximum amount of like growth reduction on that pass. Oh, it's just like, it's just zen. Yeah, and this soap is, if you're familiar with kind of like Excelsior, it has a similar feel to Excelsior. It's like similar kind of Excelsior and maybe a little bit like the Talbot's Old Base in a way. And I'm just blown away by the value too. So I'm not known to be a value shaver. However, if I find a soap that's super high quality with great scents, that's $16, like I buy it. Like I don't only buy, you know, expensive gear only. If I think that this soap performs like a $25 soap, then I'm gonna buy it. And to me, Noble Otter performs way over its price point, for sure. Great, awesome. So yeah, this is a quarter hollow. So the quarter hollow razors are a little bit quieter. Quarter hollow is probably my favorite grind. I don't like extra hollows. I don't like full hollows. All my razors currently are quarter hollows or near wedges. They just provide me like a little bit more of an efficient shave, I feel like. And what I mean by efficiency, I just mean like it's less effort to push the blade. It's a heavier blade, so it just shaves easier. An edge is an edge. Yeah, I'm really liking this knot. Man, if it's this good this early on, I'm really curious to see what it feels like once it fully breaks in. I have a custom in the works too. I'm thinking I'm gonna go like a nice kind of dark purple and black. I think that'll look nice. I think y'all are gonna start seeing a lot more straight razor shaves from me. I need to get back on my straight razor game, as if I was ever really on top of it. So. Yeah, this knot is like, check that out, 26 mil. And Justin, the Red Island Shaver, man, you were right about the load. I've been loading heavier ever since. It's been a much better experience for me. Cool. I like it. I love these fresh Sprecher edges too. Gotta get the soap out my face, drink some coffee. A little bit of irritation on the neck. What I'm finding too is I tend to have a little bit of a heavy hand. I'm like so eager to like reduce that growth as I just press that blade in the skin. I don't really let the blade do the work. That's really important if you're learning how to straight razor shave. Don't dig it into your skin like me and cut yourself all the time. This soap provides excellent slickness. For the chin here, I like to go double hand, like all up in this area. I like to go two hand for the across the, or the against the grain pass. Nice. So not too bad after taking 2 weeks break. Not bad at all. Pretty happy with that. All right, we got there. Good shave. Yep. I just love straight razor shaving. I know I haven't been doing it lately, but it's just so rewarding. I think it's just so challenging and like the kind of zen, like you're kind of in tune with like how the blade feels on your face and everything. It's just an amazing experience if you haven't really jumped into straight razor shaving. It's not as scary as it seems at first. All right, so let's get some of this post shave on, and then I'll give you my final thoughts on the knot. So for the post shave, I'm going to be using the Noir Er Vanille matching splash. I think this whole set can be had for like $32, which is phenomenal. That's such a great price for this quality of a scent and soap. I mean, the packaging is on. There's really nothing to really say bad about this company. Oh man, that scent. It's so good. Very, very good. All right, so the soap, right? I use the Noir Er Vanille, Noble Otter. You gotta try it. If you don't own this, this is a must-have in your den. It's a really, really high-quality soap for a great price. Phenomenal scent. I also use the matching splash from Noble Otter. Again, Noir Er Vanille, the shit. For the razor of choice, I use my 8/8 Max Sprecher, and this is in the Dark Angel Wing Abalone. It says file work on the spine. This is an Irish point Midi, so 2.5-inch cutting edge with some upper Tang inlay right there, same Dark Angel Wing. And Max even puts his little mark right there. It just says Max Sprecher, if you can see that. Really, really great razor. I'm really happy with it. And for the knot, right? So let me rinse this thing off real quick and give you a final look at it. This is a Mozingo ZT3. This knot was awesome. I am not disappointed in the least. For me, it lives up to the hype. This is a massive, massive knot. It's just beautiful, like beautiful. This is an example of high craftsmanship in our business, or in our hobby per se. His pores are phenomenal. The knot is phenomenal. The price is phenomenal. $200 for a 26 millimeter is really, really good in this type of artisanal, hand-tied hand-turned, shaving brushes. It's just really good. So I'm very, very happy with this. I'm looking forward to buying more ZT3s. This is a really good brush. I would say it's as soft to me as the B6 is. It's very, very dense, and the display is massive. I'm definitely think I'm going to go with the 24 millimeter on the next one. So I appreciate everybody tuning in this morning for this shave. I hope it was good, even though I bled a little bit, but I ended up okay. I promise I'll get some more straight razor shaves in soon. Y'all have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.